NES, so it's based on the Sam Raimi's movie. We have these wonderful screen doing a sum up of the story of Darkman. So Darkman, if you've never heard of it, it's a superhero movie made by Sam Raimi, the guy behind the first Spider-Man trilogy and the Evil Dead series. And Darkman is really like the missing link between these two licenses that they did. It's super cheesy, a little bit horrific. Wonderful movie. Is like, I absolutely love it and I highly recommend it. And this is the game that was made by Ocean Software. So Ocean Software, well known for making licensed game. They did RoboCop 2 on the NES, and this game uses the same engine. If you don't know what are the powers of Darkman, so he's a scientist who came up with a method to create a mask based on photographs for burn victims, and he got burned by some mobster, and now he wants revenge on them. So we're going to dress up as different characters, and as a result we're going to have their ability as we progress through the game. And we can get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, this game is super jank. If you right away, we have this pretty cool mechanic where I have to hang on this rope, keep my balance on this rope by using A and B. You'll see me attacking enemies. The attack looks weird. That's because I'm jumping at the same time. It's the fastest way to get rid of enemies in these sections. Here we have the first elevator level. This game, oops, I messed up. That's fine. This game has several elevator levels. The first one is pretty alright, in the sense that it doesn't lie to us. Later on, as you'll see, some of the arrows will tell you to go one way, but actually that way it leads you to a death, which is always nice. Alright, these red bubbles, red flying bubbles, I have no idea what they're supposed to do. They'll kill you instantly if you touch them. How can I describe the physics in this game? So, something to know is that if your foot is a little bit off the platform, jumping won't work. So that's something that's super confusing if you're used to platform games. And the other thing is that you need you gain speed as you move on the ground, and if you also a bit of flashing warning on this one. We're going to have a bit of flashing on this level. Yeah, and the other thing when you move around is that you gain speed on the ground pretty fast, and if you don't have enough speed, most of the jumps can't be made. This stage you're supposed to take pictures of the character you want to dress as. So right now we're going to dress as Polly. The minigame, I don't want to do it. It only gives us more time to complete the level, and we don't care about that. So we try to skip the minigame as fast as possible. Going to try to jump over this guy. Unfortunately, I managed to do a perfect jump, and that's not something that I want to do because I get shot at right after. This is one of the hardest jumps in the game. We managed to do it, so that's perfect. Moving on to the next part of Polly, we have this vertical section. So here I have to be careful with the way I move, because I can soft lock if I move not the way the game has intended. I can have platform being too far away from each other and not being able to get through. And you saw an example of the momentum issue right there. I jumped a little bit too early, and you can see another example of jumping while my foot was right over the edge. Again, this game is brutal. I haven't been able to complete the Deathless run in a marathon yet, because this game is, yeah, I love it, but if you've never played it, it's super brutal. First time playing it is always wonderful for people. Always love giving this game to people. Alright, last level with Polly. We need to avoid these. So we are in Central Park, and obviously you have pink fishes in Central Park trying to kill you. If they hit me, I die instantly, like so many things in this game. Alright, so here we have the fight with Polly. We just need to respect a really precise timing to hit him. Otherwise we can end up in a stun lock and die pretty easily. Alright, this is, in the movie, this is almost the climax of the movie. This is like one of the big action scenes. Darkman is hanging from a helicopter and the bad guy is shooting at him. For some reason, they put this in the middle of the game and we will do it twice. The way, as well, like you can see me pick up potions. In this level, they are not really useful. In most levels, what they do is that they give you health back, but only once you completed the level. So you don't regain health during the levels, it's only after. So that's also pretty, I don't see that really often in games. Alright, third character, we're going to play as Skip. So Skip is one of the best characters in the movie, in my opinion. So he's a one-legged henchman whose fake leg is actually a machine gun. And he's a pretty memorable character in the movie. Unfortunately, in the movie, he kind of disappeared at some point in the story. But yeah, really a highlight of the movie when you watch it. Alright, this is the carnival. You have a scene in the movie in a carnival, but it doesn't look anything like this. Still, I love how it looks. Yeah, the movie, I really love the movie. It's one of my favorite from Sam Raimi. Alright, here we have this whole bouncing section. We need to... Oops. Yeah, I'm turned around. So you're going to get the game over screen, which is fine. We have a few continues, so things should be alright. I love the game over screen. So I don't mind getting game over because I got it in the estimate and it gives you the opportunity to see that screen. Alright, going to focus a little bit more. Here we go. And coming up, we're going to fight Skip. Well, we are dressed as Skip. Fun fact, Darkman has a missing leg for some reason. Again, he's just doing mask in the style of Mission Impossible. Right here, you can see that Skip is floating. The reason for that is because when I shot him, if I turn around, the knockback animation actually plays towards me. Because the knockback is actually calculated, and I got the direction wrong again. I really need to focus. Alright, so this is left. Here we go. Going to pick this up. Then we go here and wait. Yeah, here we go. Then right, and here we go. I got it confused with the later levels. That's the thing, is that I de-risked the rest of the game and not this part as much, which is really a mistake. Yeah, the colors in this game, I really like the art style of this game. It's like, it feels really unique. And there are multiple Darkman games, like you have some on the Amiga and all that. Like, I love this sprite of Darkman looking at the picture and with the eye through the magnifying glass. I think it looks fantastic. Alright, Chinatown, and just like every video game set in Chinatown in the 80s, we have ninjas, even though ninjas are Japanese. So yeah. Here we are playing as Smiley, and as you can see, the physics is completely different. The fireworks will kill me instantly. Here we go. And something also weird about design choices with this game is like, based on the level I'm moving on, I don't move at the same speed. Like if I move on the bottom section, I'm actually move faster. So most of the time I want to stay below as much as possible, but the route is not always the safest. It's just weird. It's the kind of things that this game is doing that feels kind of weird. So you can see like some ninja stars on the ground, and you can pick those up and throw them at enemies, but yeah, we avoid most enemies. Alright, another boss. It's really similar to the previous one that we had. Here we go. Phew! Yeah, Ocean was a British company, and yeah, the devs were probably all British. This section is pretty brutal, so what I do is that I focus only on a few birds that I want to avoid. Usually the ones that come after the school bosses. It's the easiest way that I found. You have potions on the ground, but the thing is, like, they're there to trick you, because if you pick them up, you get hit by the truck right away. Here we go, and we are reaching the final part of the run, which is Durant. So Durant is like something that's weird with this game. It's like the main villain is actually not in the game. It's like Durant is like the main henchman, and Durant was in some of the Darkman sequel, because there are several direct-to-video sequel to Darkman, but with a different cast and not done by Sam Raimi, so unfortunately that's not as interesting as the first movie. Right, this section you don't get arrows at all, and as a result I get less confused by it. Alright, this section is a bit tricky. We have a few jumps that are really scary. Couldn't jump over this guy, unfortunately. These bullets, some of them will kill you instantly, and others won't. It depends on the robot shooting them. You can't tell the difference. Alright, we got through and we avoided that trap that is right after you land, but I missed my jump. Thank you, Darkman. Alright, okay, now I got the right pattern, so with the final robot, I should be on the right cycle, because the way enemies shoot is based on the global cycle, and I got confused due to that. Like, here we go. Yeah, levels kind of just end, and usually technically they are really short. It's just that this game is super hard. Alright, taking the right path, left path, picking up this just in case I get shot by that robot at the top. Like, if I land on the robot, I die. So I need a little bit of speed to make sure that I get across, and here we go. Also, from time to time, the elevators stop working. You have a gas mechanic, and it's kind of broken. It's like you can soft lock the game if you don't pick up some of them, but others are fine. It's just weird. Alright, here, hopefully I don't mess this up, but if I do this properly, yeah, I messed it up a little bit. The idea was to get rid of this guy on a specific timing, so that when I reach this guy, I can jump over him. I managed to do it. That jump was a bit harder than usual, but at least it worked. And we're coming up to the final boss. It will be time once I turn back to Darkman. And yeah, nice glitch here. Turn to the right, shoot, and I slide through the villain, and I can just run towards the exit, and that's time. Here we go, so that's it for Darkman. This was not my best run, but at least it shows how terrible this game is. As always with janky games like this, if the run went perfectly well, I guess you would all be just like, it doesn't look that bad. But yeah, here we go. So this was Darkman for the NES. I'll be back in a few minutes with another really janky game based on a movie that I love. And that will be Men in Black.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that amazing run. We will be right back while we get set up for that Men in Black run.